Hi, welcome to another episode of Sea Change Cinema. My name is Abby C, and it's amazing to dive into your inbox again this week for another episode. As you know, this is where we talk about all of the real stuff around running our own business, of getting visible online and getting the confidence to actually get out there and promote ourselves, of connecting with very real people, the right people for us, and ultimately selling our stuff, because that is what it's all about, is it not? So welcome to another episode of the cinema. It's so great to have you here. How has your week been? I am a little bit scared to ask that question anymore, because having spoken to so many of you and so many of my clients and my friends and family, I know that there are so many challenges. There's the ups and the downs, and quite often they come really closely packed together in 15-minute bursts. So if you are struggling in any way, or if you're clinging on for dear life, please know that I am also doing all of those things, and having you there to share this experience with makes my life so much easier. So I hope that I am offering the same to you. This week I wanted to talk about your messaging and how you connect with your potential customers. Now, last week in the cinema we talked about how to sell in a time of crisis. If you don't like the idea of selling right now, if it doesn't feel right to you because so many people are struggling, because you're struggling, then you do not have to do that. Connection is the answer for you. However, if you do want to start shaping your messaging in such a way that people start to think about you as a product creator or a service provider, then you can start to make your connections have more focus on that side of your messaging, on your content. Now, the important thing is making your content relevant to your customer. And what that means is knowing who your customer actually is. So have you done that exercise before? Do you know who your ideal customers are? Do you know why you should do that exercise? Ultimately, it's such a cheesy exercise in so many ways, but it bloody works, because it helps with focusing and honing in on what it is that you're doing and who you're saying it to and what to say. Okay, so there's all sorts of ways that you can go about choosing your ideal client. You can choose someone from your current client list, or someone that you've worked with in the past. It could be someone famous that you would love to work with in a dream world. It could be someone that you know and respect, who you actually, you would never need to work with them because, they're not that person in your life, but they are as close to your ideal customer as you can, as you know. Pick someone, pick elements from all of them, and turn that person into your ideal customer. Where does she hang out online, or where do they hang out online? What do they wear? What do they like to do? What content do they enjoy? Do they enjoy reels? Do they enjoy long blog posts? Do they enjoy, short blog posts on LinkedIn? Really start to shape the idea of who this person actually is. Now, I know people who have cut bits and pieces out of magazines and pasted it all together in some monstrous Frankenstein version of an avatar. Whatever it is that you want to do to make this person feel real, or to feel real to you, so that she's embedded, or they, are embedded in your psyche as your customer, the person that you are talking to. Because you can have 10,000 followers on Instagram. You can have 5 followers on Instagram. It doesn't matter. You cannot speak to every single one of those people and get all of them in the mood to buy from you. So how can you possibly shape any messaging if you're trying to please, thousands, if you're trying to please any more than one person? It's impossible, because everyone has a different set of likes, everyone has a different set of challenges and interests, and you are honing in on one person, because then you can tailor your message to that person. Now, I have an ideal client, and I have named her Ella. I don't really know why I've named her Ella, but I have. So I know that when I record a message of the episode, that I am speaking to Ella. I know that when I write a Facebook post or a blog or anything like that, I'm actually writing to Ella because I have done my research. I know what Ella wants to hear from me. I know that Ella doesn't mind that I waffle on a little bit in my episodes. I know that actually she is a bit like me and she wants connection and interaction. She wants to hear what I have to say that's not all about business. I know, thank God. Hello, Ella, if you are actually out there, you're my dream. I know that Ella wants to have information given to her in lots of different ways. She likes to be able to tap into YouTube. She likes my email newsletters. She will sometimes engage in my Instagram posts, and I know exactly what it is that I want to say. I know what her pain points are. I know that she wants to save 8 to 12 hours a month writing stuff because she doesn't have that skill set, but I do, and she can go off and do something amazing with those 8 hours. So I know that I can talk to all of that stuff, and people who are similar to Ella, who then become my ideal customers and clients, will also want to hear that stuff. So do the exercise. Who is your Ella? What do they like? What do they want to know? What are they struggling with right now that you can solve? Get it all down on a sheet of paper and actually ask yourself, what does this person look like and what is this person's name? And once you have done that and you genuinely believe that this person is your ideal client, if it doesn't feel right, go back and do it again. What are you missing? Once you've got that person in your mind, you will be able to, every single thing that you create can then be addressed directly to her. If it catches the attention of other people who are not necessarily your ideal client, then that's great because you've done your work to know who you do and who you don't want to work with. And if this person has enough similarities to your ideal client and it feels light and it feels like work that you will enjoy doing, then go for it. You can work with this person and it should be fine. But if this person quite obviously doesn't meet the values and the standards that you've set as your ideal client, then you can say, no, I don't want to work with you, and know confidently that that is a good decision that you've made. So this week is all about nailing what we call in marketing as your customer avatar, your ideal customer, your ideal client. Now, if you want some questions and sheets to work through to really help you hone in on that, then in with this week's episode, I am sharing again the download for my free workbook, How to Sell When You Really Hate Selling. And in there is a whole section on really perfecting your ideal customer so that you can find that whole process much easier. And next week in the cinema, we're going to talk about how to make your message relevant to your actual ideal customer. Okay, so enjoy this exercise. If you would like to share your ideal customer avatar with me, I would love to know more about them. What's their name? Where do they like to hang out online? What are their pain points? What are they struggling with that you can help? Once you know all of that stuff, you're going to find actually making your messaging relevant so that people will buy from you so much easier. Okay, so that's it for this week on the cinema. I hope that you have a great weekend and catch up with you next weekend for more insight on how to get your messaging really relevant to the people you want to work with and who want to work with you. So have a great weekend and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.